Hi, this is Nancy with Life's Blessings. Today I want to share with you how much I spent on all of our curriculum for the year 2019-2020 for my pre-kindergartner and my first grader all together. A lot of people use the excuse that they can't homeschool because it costs too much, or they're afraid that they'll have to spend hundreds or maybe even $1,000 to homeschool all of their children. But today I want to show you that it's not as bad as you think, and you can even do it for less than what I have done. You can cut out some of these things, or just borrow them from a friend, or seek your local library for resources and any of these subjects that you think I have spent too much money. It's easier done than what you think. For language arts this year, I am using Harcourt Language First Grade for my son. I purchased it on eBay. It was used, but it had not been written in, for $6.47. That included shipping and everything. For math, I am using a Becca K5 for my pre-K student, my daughter. And I spent $18.15 on christianbook.com for that one. And I did have to pay $4.99 shipping on that one. I'm using Horizons Math 1, Book 2 for my son. We have already gone through most of Book 1, and we are just finishing up on that, so that's something that I purchased last year. So I did not include that on this list, but the Book 2 cost me $6.96 on christianbook.com. That was including shipping and everything. For our science, we're using ACSI, Purposeful Design Science Level 1, and that costs me $21.79 on christianbook.com. I'm using that for both of my kids this year. And since I purchased it from christianbook.com, I did have to pay shipping, so I did include that on the list, but I included it with the math Becca K5 because they were purchased together. I am supplementing my science with DKI Wonder and Usborne Science Readers. And I just want to say I bought all of them in a set together for $10.85 for the entire set. And I believe there are about 9 books included in that. And we may not get to every single one of them this year, but I could use the rest of them for next year if we don't get to them this year. And the $10.85 is for shipping and all. The critical thinking material that I'm using also came in a set, and I did not use every single book that came in the set, but I have listed every single book that I am using on this list. The ones that I am not using have not been listed here. And I have actually sold them and gotten my money back for the whole set. But for the sake of recording how much money I spent, I will just record the money that I spent on the books that we are actually using, and that is $1.73 each for Mind Benders, the Picture Find, and the Spanish book. So $1.73 each on those. For our history, we are using Usborne Book of World History. That cost me $3.96 on eBay. Shipping was included. Usborne Time Traveler for $11, plus I had to pay $3 for shipping on that one, so a total of $14 on the Usborne Time Traveler. But it was still in great condition, and those Usborne books are really expensive. They're usually about $20 to $25 each. So I feel like I got a really great deal on both of those books. For art, I was not intending on using a written or book curriculum, but I came across Portfolio's state-of-the-art curriculum at a local thrift store, and I couldn't pass it up because it was only $2.99. So I went ahead and purchased that for both of my children to use. Now, my grand total for both kids all together, everything that you see on this list, came to $95.35. So I don't think that's too much for a good education for 2 kids. So if you break that down, I spent less than $50 each for my kids. we're able to do most of these activities together. They do have their individual books for math, and my daughter is not participating in the language arts. She is also not participating in the science as far as the worksheets go, but she does hear the lesson, and I do question her orally on what she has learned, although I do not push that on her, as well as the history. I just question the kids orally on those as well. So there you have it, $95.35. You don't need $400 a year. You don't need $1,000 a year. You don't even need $200 a year. But just $95.35 for both of my kids. And honestly, you don't even have to spend that. You could go to the library and get resources for all of the subjects that I have mentioned here without ever opening a book, a workbook, sorry. If you go to the library, then obviously you would be checking out books, but I mean purchasing books is what I meant. You don't have to have workbooks. You don't have to have any of that. But I chose to have workbooks. I chose to do it this way, and this is how much it cost. I hope that helps someone to clear up the confusion on the cost of homeschooling. Now, this is just the curriculum. This is not the supplies, but my supplies didn't cost that much either. I will link the video where I bought the supplies. That way you can see that my supplies were bought from Dollar Tree. I didn't go spend crazy amount of money for 2 kids. I'm pretty sure that it was less than $20. There wasn't much that I even had to buy this year in way of supplies. I will link that down below though, and you can count however many items was in the video yourself and figure out how much money that cost, because it was at Dollar Tree. So $1 each on everything you saw in that video, plus we had a pencil sharpener and a binder that we bought this year. Pencil sharpener cost $10 on eBay, and it was used but still in perfect condition, and the binder I believe cost $4. So there you go. There we have that. Thank you so much for watching, and like I said, I'll link that other video below so you can see that, so you can watch that. Thank you so much. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoy this type of video. If you want to see more tips and advice for homeschooling, then subscribe to our channel. Tap that bell for notifications for each time that I upload a video. Thanks so much. God bless. Have a great week.